don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Hello and welcome to Grace and Lottie's. I haven't done an app review for a while, and I had a comment in one of my things saying that MyPingo had kind of fixed its issues, so I thought we might go back and revisit it and see if it's gotten any better. Now you can see since my last video that I shot doing an app review, I've gotten a new iPad, so I've got a regular size, full size one here, and I got an Apple Pencil to go along with it so I could have a little more control as I'm working, so we'll see what MyPingo looks like. Now the last time, if you remember, it was rather disastrous. No, I don't want any sort of things. It looks like this is gonna be in portrait mode. Okay, do I fit? Yes, I fit. Okay, checking my thing. I do not have any in-app purchases. So it is loading. This is what I go through. Okay, MyPingo has been updated. Update your versions to get, I'll double check. Let's see, do I have any updates? That would be kind of strange, considering I just downloaded it. But we'll check real quick just to make sure I've got the right version. I'm gonna give it all the chances it can have to work this time. But the last time every device, it didn't work on phone, it didn't work on iPads. We tried a couple of different iPads even, and it still didn't work. So just would crash as soon as you tried to get on. So hopefully now we will see some. Yeah, it's saying it's good. We'll just go back. No need to update. So loading languages. I don't know how many languages. Okay, so let's see here. We've got different books down here, which I do like that, they've got kind of the color looking books here, which is fun. Art Nouveau birds, yoga kittens. Some funny titles down here when you think about them. So, okay, got a lot of different books. And then, oh, don't need to click that. I'll use my finger here so I don't click. Okay, so we're gonna go to free pages, because that'll make it easier for me to find. Let's see, what do we feel like doing for free? These look pretty simple. We'll go with something simple right here, since I'm gonna do this fast. Not what I clicked. Where's what I clicked? There's what I wanted. Okay, so let's see what I've got. Pencil. Oh, looks like I've got a couple of different choices here, which is nice. And I'm just using the free version, so I've got a pencil, a paint, and an ink, a paintbrush, and an ink. So let's just, not really any leaves. Let's change the color here. Oh, I've got a lot of color choices here too. Let's see if I've got, okay, so basically it looks like it doesn't really give you anything to, I was looking to see if it had any choices based on just like a given palette that kind of gives you a good starting point on some of these. I really like pinks, so we're gonna go with some pink here for flowers. My size, opacity. So I'm gonna have to go, it looks like I'm gonna have to go into, okay, so I've got the pencil right here, so I kind of feel, wow, that is a big brush on that. I'll change the size on that. I have to go in here to do that. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I see how it's showing me. It's showing me my size. There. Getting this. So if I come in like this, kind of color like I'm normally coloring. Okay, so it looks pretty good right here. You can hear my husband talking in the other room right there to the children and yelling up the stairs. So, okay, so I can go back over and you see it gets a little darker, just like when I'm using a normal pencil. That's pretty cool. Let's see if it has any of the touch sensitivity, like I can press harder, it goes harder. Not so much a difference there for touch sensitivity. So it does not have that. So it's like if I touch harder, it's not really changing anything on this, but I do like, that I can do this. Let's see what happens if I layer another color over top. Let's see here, slightly peachy. look. Oh. Something that Paper by 53 had was a neat blending tool that you could use years ago that was nice on this. So let's just kind of see here. If I lighten it up at all. It is, it's smoothing it out a little bit, which is nice and works well. Like when you're layering just like on paper, you know, you kind of get in that secondary color. Let's see what white I have. I guess I have to go all the way to the top for white. That would be nice just to have a true white or black, just real quick grab, rather than have to try to dial it in. Now you can adjust your opacity, easy to say for everybody else, and that'll change on this too, like how your coloring looks too. I'm just keeping them all the same for ease of use here, but if you adjust that, I should be able to completely cover it. So watch, I'll show you. If I go my opacity all the way up, right there. Oh, never mind, it goes the other way. That way. I should be able to get it. No, why am I not getting? There, see, it comes on pretty strong now. Still not super dark. So let's see what the inking looks like. We'll just kind of ink a petal here. Simple ink. Now when I did ink, it covered up my previous pencil strokes. So that would be, if you were doing that, I would suggest you do that first on these for your order, and then you can come back in with pencil and do it. So let's test now the brush. Okay, so now I've got kind of a paintbrush effect. So this should give like a watercolory feel, which means like as long as I keep my pencil down and don't lift it, it's not gonna do a layer. But as soon as I come up and I come back down, and this color's not showing up well, we'll go darker. When I come back up, see, as long as I'm going one stroke, but when I come back over, now we're starting to get it. Especially when you lift up, it should. This is actually a little more like a pencil than a typical watercolor. Let me make my size a little bit bigger here and see if that helps show the effect. This is acting to me a little bit more like a airbrush kind of effect versus a true watercolor. Just FYI, let's see if I can. Okay, they do. It has the stay inside the lines feature. So, I don't know if you guys have ever used that on an app. It's kind of nice, especially if you're in the car and trying to do this, so that the bumps won't affect your coloring so much. But it is a huge improvement as it was before. I think this one is working out really well. We'll try a different shade here just so you can see a different color. Right there. So big improvement over what it was before. And I can get some neat effects here very simply. From what I see here, it does not look like it has necessarily the gradient effects that you get in some of the other apps, which that's okay. The gradient effects are great for quick coloring if you just want to go in fast and not spend a lot of time with the piece. You can do a lot with just a quick ink right here, the fill. Go back in. I used to play with that all the time when I was little. I remember on old paint programs, I would do squiggles all over the page and then come in and ink in each one of the holes. And then if they were really cool and had a color printer, then I could print it. But never had one at home, sadly. But I think this app is looking a lot better. And from what I'm seeing right here on the free features, it has some good stuff that you can work with. Oh, I'm looking right here to go back to the menu right there. Home, start over, share, help. So we'll go back home. So popular now, birds of the world. So it has some good choices right here. I don't know, because what I'm seeing right here, again, I'm just looking at this quickly. And for this is first impressions. I hadn't done anything into it until I opened it right there for the first time. I'm not seeing like if it has a daily download, you know, for free or anything like that, that you can just go back each day and get a new page. And with the pings, maybe you get pings if you share. Let's see here. Oh, it didn't save. Home. My pages. So it did not save my work right there, I don't think. Which that stinks that it didn't save that. I was hoping it would. I have to kind of mess around with this and see if I can find it. Oops, you need to be signed in to do that. I don't really. I maybe will create an account later and see what all that has. I don't want all my Facebook friends to know what's going on in here. Sorry if you're part of the Facebook group. I have my personal area and then my then the Grace and Lottie's page. And from what I found on these, you can't just do it with the page. You have to do it personally. And I don't like to share a whole lot of what I'm doing. I don't do games and that type of thing on my Facebook page. So, or on my personal Facebook. I do my pictures and videos and stuff with the Grace and Lottie's. So I'm gonna call it with that for right now. So that is this app from what I can see. Looks a whole lot better, so I'm enjoying it. Don't know how long you could enjoy it, keeping it 100% free, but if you have any insights, please leave those down in the comments. And I want to thank you guys for all your liking and sharing of the videos. It's been fun watching this grow, and it continues to grow, and it kind of surprises me a little bit. And if you didn't catch my coloring sheet that I did, I've done my own coloring sheet, and you can click below to go download that, as well as I've got a video of me doing one coloring of it. I'm getting ready to start another one. It takes a little while, so that's why I'm kind of doing this app video in between so that I keep my upload schedule, and I'll have another coloring one for you guys on Thursday. So remember that art happens in everyday life. Make sure you're watching for it. Bye.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't